Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a nonprofit organization gives some tips to veterans on how to stay calm while trying to celebrate the 4th of July. And while you enjoy some colorful displays in the night sky, it might be a scary experience for your pets back home.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. 6:34 on this 4th of July. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. And well, I'm sure most of you all are off of work, but here Cameron and I are at work. So, but we're here, we're celebrating, and we're pumped for today, the fireworks later today. But, you know, some of us have to go to bed early, so.
Well, I don't tonight, so
yeah,
I'm
it's
good
your
with
Friday,
it.
but you
I'm
know,
good with it.
I gotta get up at 3 a.m. But I'm not gonna rain on a parade, so you know what, let's have some fun.
Well, I did want to mention though, Dakota, you know, today is, people are going to really kind of focus on the fireworks shows. I did want to mention, you know, we went to Dollywood, well, not me and you, but me and another coworker went to Dollywood a couple weeks ago. Fireworks show, amazing.
Oh, and Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
saw her too.
I'm so upset about that.
Awesome. But you know, another awesome thing this morning is the forecast. Let's take a look outside this morning. A beautiful sunrise over at I-64 in Moorhead. Nothing but sunshine and blue sky. And same story over at UVA-Wise, a clear sky. Current temperatures sitting at 63 degrees and across the board, most of us waking up in those 60s. 69 for Jackson, 67 over in Manchester. Still sitting at 70 for Middlesboro and Somerset. Up on Pinpoint Doppler, a clean sweep this morning. But what about that firework forecast? That's what all eyes are on later on tonight. Now, I do want to mention we do have some storm icons. That doesn't mean it's going to rain everywhere, but we could see a stray shower or two. The big story, though, will be the mugginess. Upper 70s, lower 80s. It's going to be muggy as we get later on into tonight. Now, the rain chance is kind of small today, but it is going to increase as we get towards Tuesday and Wednesday. I got that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, a single car crash during the weekend leaves one person dead and another in serious condition here in Perry County. The crash happened in the ROWDY community on Kentucky 476 near Mount Carmel Church. Police say both the driver and the passenger were thrown from the car. The driver was pronounced dead by the Perry County Coroner's Office. A deputy coroner says the passenger, a woman, needed to be taken to a hospital with very serious injuries. The incident is still under investigation. At this time, the names of the victims have not yet been released. Kentucky State Police is investigating a shooting that happened here in Perry County. Trooper Matt Gayhart says a fight took place at the Drew's Mini Mart north of Hazard. Officials say shots were fired into a hillside, but there were no reports of injuries. Trooper Gayhart says no charges have been filed at this time, and the case will be presented to a grand jury at a later date. An Eastern Kentucky man is behind bars after assaulting a deputy in Pulaski County. On Saturday, Deputy Noah Wesley was following a car with one headlight out north on US 27 when the driver ran a red light. After pulling the car over, the driver, 45-year-old Brian M. Combs, got out and tried to run away. During a struggle, a witness says Combs got on top of the deputy and tried to strangle him. The witness, who has not been identified, helped Deputy Wesley get Combs under control. The deputy was taken to Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital. He has since been released. Brian Combs was taken to the Pulaski County Detention Center, where he faces a host of charges. The last remaining Medal of Honor recipient from World War II will be given the honor of lying in state at the U.S. Capitol. Woody Williams, a hero of the Battle of Iwo Jima, died at the age of 98 Wednesday. Sunday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced that Williams deserved special honors. President Harry Truman personally awarded the Medal of Honor to Williams at the White House in 1945. Pelosi says the exact timing of Williams being honored in the nation's capital will be announced at a later time. Well, as we head deeper into summer, officials are reminding people to stay safe while checking pool chemicals. If they're mixed incorrectly, you could get hurt. Right now, there's a shortage of pool chemicals, and experts are worried it could cause pool owners to mix different solutions together. They warn that can be dangerous.
It may seem counterintuitive because you're adding the powder to the water. However, if you put a little bit of water into the powder, it can cause something called wetting, and that can cause the chemical reaction which can cause combustibility.
Experts also recommend checking your pool chemical levels. They say dirty water can cause skin rashes and other infections. Before you prepare to light the fuses for your own 4th of July display, you might need to listen to some safety tips. Experts say don't let your kids handle fireworks, light them away from people, don't throw hot embers in the trash, and always check your city or town's rules before you light up the sky. Thousands of veterans are honoring the 4th of July and each other across the Commonwealth. Veterans, service members, and first responders gathered in Louisville on Sunday. The party, hosted by the nonprofit Veterans Club, Inc., recognizes 4th of July for veterans can be a challenge. Sounds of fireworks can trigger PTSD symptoms. Noises similar to those in combat can take them right back to the battlefield. Well, officials say seeing the fireworks in person makes it easier, and they encourage veterans to get out to celebrate with their friends and family.
If you see it, you obviously know that it isn't a mortar round or it isn't an explosion. It breaks my heart that some, unfortunately, no matter how much they want to, just really aren't in a place to do that yet.
Well, if you are a veteran or service member struggling with the sounds of fireworks, try using headphones to listen to a movie or music to block the sounds. You can also call the VA crisis line to talk to someone specialized in veteran care. And while you enjoy the extravagant fireworks display around the area, we can't forget about our four-legged friends. Many animals during the 4th of July are overly sensitive to the loud noises that fireworks bring. Members of the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society say they see an influx of strays after the holiday weekend from animals getting loose due to the noise. Officials say that animals like to be in confined spaces, so if you can, make them nice and cozy, or even play some type of background noise to make them feel safe. They say it's always a good step to prepare your neighbors that have pets before letting off fireworks. And tonight, an estimated 16,000 fireworks shows will be held across the country. But how do pyrotechnics create all those beautiful shapes and colors in the sky? Michael George shows us the science behind the spectacle.
It's a dazzling display in the sky, a symphony of sights and sounds. But the magic behind fireworks is actually just science.
We're seeing chemistry in action.
Paul Smith is president of the Pyrotechnics Guild International.
The basic composition of a firework material, it has to have an oxidizer and a fuel.
Do different colors require different chemicals?
Exactly. And there's a couple of key elements that we use, or several key elements that we use there. Strontium is the predominant one used for red. Barium is often the key component in green color situations. Copper is for blue.
Each firework shell has to be precisely packed and timed to the second to synchronize with the music. And even the grandest of fireworks displays, the Macy's Spectacular, uses many of the same techniques as local public displays. This production involves 48,000 shells, creating 17 unique patterns in the sky.
And this particular one will get thrown out in the shape of a happy face.
Macy's fireworks designer Gary Souza showed us how the small frame in his hand can create massive shapes in the sky.
Making shapes with fireworks is become more and more of an art, in the sense that you have to strategically place the shells with the stars within the shell.
An awe-inspiring American tradition powered by science. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Well, and a tip from the pros, they say the best seat to watch the fireworks is usually not close up. They say give yourself a little distance so you can take in the entire display.